Welcome to your Marlborough News Update. I'm Larianny Perez. The Mayor and City Council have been hard at work to pass the fiscal 2025 budget. We spoke with Mayor Dumas about this and other topics on the latest episode of Corner Office.
So the budget was approved on Monday, so it's done with. And, we sent down a very conservative budget, and City Council decided to cut some more things, which is their prerogative. They can. And unfortunately, my communications director position did not make the final approval. I can understand some of their concerns, but it's kind of a platform that I ran on, and I think communications is huge. You in media know what that's like, to be able to provide certain information to the residents. But we'll keep plugging and doing what we can. My office is incredible about communications, but it's just a lot of work. I don't think counselors understand how much goes into communications and the need for it. But I was a little disappointed with that. But we'll still continue to do what we can when we can do it and provide that information. But the budget is done, and we have to move on and figure it out.
Were there any other major cuts that had to be made?
A few overtime, with that, but it's nothing that we can't figure out with the budget. But yeah, again, I was just kind of more hopeful that the communications position would go through, and it didn't. So we kind of have to move on.
The Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro West held its annual Hall of Fame induction breakfast, and our cameras were there to capture the celebration. This year, the club proudly inducted 4 new members into their prestigious Hall of Fame: Jeff Stupick, William Parks, Ken Vanasek, and Gail Vanasek were honored for their outstanding contributions and dedication to the club and its mission. This year's Ron Young Memorial Award was presented to Paul Connor, recognizing his exceptional leadership and commitment.
I'm honored to be here today to accept the award in Ron Young's name. A memorial after Ron is very fitting. I first met Ron in the mid-1990s, where we both showed up to a Marlborough school superintendent interview by the school committee, whereupon Ron, in his best recruitment efforts, invited me to lunch. And at lunch, he shared with me a very inspiring, a very energetic vision of what the club and the club services to kids in the community would and could be going forward. Well, he had me hooked. Okay, so I joined the board in 1996. A couple of years later, I assumed the role of chair of the board and went on a multi-year ride, really over 3-4 years of tremendous growth and change in the organization.
The ceremony was a testament to the incredible impact these individuals have had on the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro West. Their dedication, leadership, and achievements not only benefit the club, but also serve as an inspiration to us all. I'm delighted to announce that I will be hosting the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro West Gala and Auction this year on Thursday, October 17th. The club will be celebrating its 80th year. Tickets go on sale in September at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro West website. As the school year comes to a close, we mark an end to an era at Assabet Valley Regional Technical High School. After 32 years of dedicated service, Principal Mark Hollick is hanging up his keys and embarking on a new chapter in life. Hollick's journey at Assabet began as a paraprofessional and substitute teacher. Over the years, he took on roles including physical education teacher, football coach, curriculum director, and finally, principal. An alumnus of Assabet's Culinary Arts Department, he met his wife at the school and saw both of his children graduate from there.
At the time, when I was a teacher, Mary Jonah Rocky was also a teacher, one of my colleagues, and she moved up in the administration, became an assistant principal, curriculum director, moved on to become principal, and worked very, very close with Mary Jo. And obviously one of my role models as a veteran teacher, Jerry Passner, Ken Nikalik. There were so many people who influenced me, not only as a student, but also as a young teacher. And I really thought that I could take more of a leadership role in the school. And so this is just another pathway, become an assistant principal. I did that for about 5 years. And then for the last 16, I've been the high school principal. The thing I'll miss most is probably just coming in. It's an incredible place to work where everybody's kind of rowing in the same direction. Everyone has a common mission, a value, and the kids. Every year, the kids' age don't, their ages don't change. They're always 14 to 18 or so. We get older as adults, and it's the kids that keep you young. But I'll miss a lot of different things, but really the students and staff, again, it's great to work with the folks we do. There's so many good professionals here. That'll probably be one of the things I miss the most. It's been 32 years of just a lot of fun, hard work, of course, and seeing kids just grow. And I really feel a great member of the community, not just in Marlborough, but in Hudson, and Maynard, and Northborough, Southborough, Westborough. I mean, Berlin. We're all over the place, and we really have some fantastic kids here, and it's been awesome.
We wish Principal Hollick all the best in his future endeavors. On a recent episode of Marlborough Minute, we welcomed back a Parkinson's support group that meets every month at the Marlborough Senior Center. We bring you their inspiring story, which started small and is now a vital part of the community.
Well, it's going quite well. We started with no members, and now we've got 8 to 12 people come as their schedules allow. And we were in the Labor Day parade last Labor Day here in Marlborough, and we're doing quite well.
So the Labor Day parade must have been an opportunity to get some more exposure. I know you were hunting down that car that you rode in last year. Were you able to find that vehicle?
Not that car, but we've got another one lined up, so we're anticipating cooperation and help.
And Carol, you weren't here last time that we did an interview, so tell me a little bit about yourself and what brings you here today.
Well, I also have Parkinson's, and I am a retired RN. I worked in the ICU at Newton Wellesley Hospital. Saw a lot of Parkinson's there, too. I saw the advertisement on the Council on Aging for a Parkinson's group, so I said to my husband, let's go see what's what. And we went, and we met, and Jim was sitting there. He goes, Carol, I haven't seen you in a year. I've been looking for you. So it was fate. I walked in at a good time, right?
It was had by all.
Yeah.
You can watch the entire episode on our website at WMCT-TV.com. Now we highlight a remarkable community initiative led by a local Girl Scout.
Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin Massey. Thank you guys for all coming to my Gold Award project. This is a Marlborough community fridge that we've been working on for a while now, and it is here to help the community give back to each other. Everyone here has probably food at home that they can donate, and a lot of people could benefit from this project being here.
Caitlin began this project last August, collaborating with local businesses, the Rotary Club, and the community. The fridge is sustainable, running on solar panels and batteries, and is designed to withstand all weather conditions. Food insecurity is a growing issue, especially with rising food prices. This project aims to unite Marlborough in fighting this problem, providing a place where people can donate food and those in need can access it anytime.
I just want to take a few words to say thank you to Caitlin. Talking with her both about the project and personally, she is a dynamic, intelligent, articulate woman, and every time I talk to her I'm always in awe, and she's going to go very far places in life, so thank you for that. If we can just give her a round of applause, because she's so very much well needed and deserved.
Well, thank you, Caitlin, and I had the pleasure to meet Caitlin and her mom at the Marlborough Cultural Council, so I know the Cultural Council's been supportive of this, as well as the Rotary Club, obviously the Girl Scouts. Thank you so much to Immaculate Conception and the church here for being so supportive. And Caitlin, I'm just so incredibly impressed with this. I wasn't sure what it was going to look like. This is really impressive. And so obviously to bring together food insecurity, which to Caitlin's point is rising. A couple years ago, I worked very closely with the Marlborough Community Cupboard to invest in some improvements there, because the reality is, not only during the pandemic but since the pandemic, the numbers have risen for people who have food insecurity, as income inequality very sadly continues to increase in Massachusetts.
Congratulations to Caitlin for her outstanding work. Now here's Matt with your sports update.
Thanks, Larianny. This week marks the end of the regular seasons for our spring sports teams here in the city and the beginning of district playoffs. On Tuesday over at Four Kicks, it was AMSA boys lacrosse outlasting BVT 9-7. Senior Luke Massey registered a hat trick, while teammates Hayden Kearney and Tavin Hirsch each scored twice to help propel the Eagles to the CMADA Class B finals, where they'll take on top-seeded Nipmuc at 4 p.m. on Friday at Foley Stadium in Worcester. Then on Wednesday, it was AMSA softball taking on Nipmuc over at Marlborough High. Brooke Ledate went 2 for 2, and starter Ava McLeod went the distance, striking out 4 on their way to the 5-1 victory. Now, the Eagles will take on Hudson in the CMADA Class B final. That game will be played at Worcester State University on Friday at 6 p.m. And in our latest taping of the Senior Spotlight Show, Catherine Say, Carly Burgos, and Lexi Lockett de Leon of Marlborough High Softball stopped by the studio to discuss their senior year just days away from graduation. Check out that interview as well as all of our highlights at our station's website at WMCT-TV.com, as well as all of our social media platforms. Well, that's all I have for sports this week. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Matt. Now we take you to Alliance Health at Marie Esther, a unique retirement community in the city that's become a popular retreat for Catholic nuns.
Alliance Health at Marie Esther, a retirement community in Marlborough, Massachusetts, is more unique than meets the eye. It has become a popular place for Catholic nuns to retire. On May 15th, residents gathered for a visit from the Archdiocese of Boston's Evangelize team. Evangelize was formed by Cardinal Sean O'Malley in an effort to energize the Catholic Church in Boston and inspire Catholics to participate in discipleship.
We wanted to say a quick welcome to our friends at the Boston Archdiocese for joining us today. It's been very special getting to know them, as we have 5 orders of sisters living here at Alliance Health at Marie Esther. It's pretty special, and we think so too. So we wanted to say welcome, and I just wanted Lucille to say welcome on behalf of everyone to the Archdiocese.
Good afternoon. My name is Sister Lucille. I am a Sister of the Assumption, and I worked for a number of years in the Archdiocese of Boston. So I'm very thankful that you're all here to help us out.
Probably makes sense to call on God first to make this time fruitful and honor Him. So I'm going to lead us in an opening prayer.
The community prayed together and then enjoyed a sing-along of songs, both religious and secular.
My name is Chris Donahue, and I work with Rosemary at the Secretariat for Evangelization and Discipleship for the Archdiocese of Boston. And as I came in, this is my first time here, so thank you for welcoming us here to be with you. And I was struck by the pictures in the back of the hands and the introduction of these hands. Are they all your hands?
Yes.
That's beautiful. And our focus with Cardinal Sean's blessing is to try to foster discipleship, to help our fellow Catholics recognize that they are first and foremost disciples of Jesus, and that they live that out in their Catholic faith, and that they are called to evangelize, or as Pope Francis reminds us, to be missionaries, that we are called to missionary discipleship. So
take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
This was WMCT-TV's first visit to Alliance Health at Marie Esther, but it definitely won't be our last. We look forward to hearing the stories of the residents and learning about their faith journeys.
2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
That's your news update for this week. I'm Larianny Perez. Thanks for watching.